Hello, friends, and welcome to Figure Study, where we appreciate the form in Transformers, or sometimes Super Sentai. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the DX Chogokin Gouraijin from Hurricaneger. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing all of that correctly. This is the Japanese version. It's got some die-cast bits. It's very hefty, very neat. And yeah, don't know what the US, if there is a US version, is called, but this is Gouraijin. And it's like, I know nothing about Hurricaneger. I pretty much stopped watching anything even related to Sentai with the original Power Rangers. Like, haven't watched any actual like Japanese Sentai or anything like that. But the toys are pretty awesome. And I learned about Gouraijin's existence and thought Gouraijin was awesome and got him for myself for a shockingly good deal, honestly, with the box and everything like that. But yeah, and I just have to say, these things are beautiful. Like, they are gorgeous. The paint jobs, the color schemes on both of them, just fantastic. Now, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about the series. I don't know anything about the individual Beetles, so I don't know, what their official names are, but they look fantastic. I'm gonna start off with the Stag Beetle looking thing here and move this even bigger guy off to the side. So, this big old Stag Beetle, it's got a very nice beetle-looking profile. It's got a very beetle-ish silhouette. I like these little gold bits here that kind of look like eyes. And, it's got the individual legs. It's interesting, too. They kind of read his legs from this side, and then these are just decoration. And then you flip them up this way, and these read his legs, and these just kind of not so much. So it's interesting how that kind of works, so that no matter what angle you see him from, he looks like a Stag Beetle. But yeah, there's just so much wonderfully ornate painted detail in here, like this nice gold lines going through the mandibles and pincers, and like this really fantastic blue and gold that's all along here. This nice molded symbol here, like just so much nice painted detail. I love the paint job on this guy. And then you've got the windows here, which are this really dark brown that you can't really even see that they're windows if you're looking at it real quick. I suppose it would have been nice if those were a little bit more contrasted with the black, but still not bad. Nice metallic gold there, and there's so much wonderful, wonderful paint and detail on this guy. I really, really love this. Just this blue and gold is fantastic. He just looks so nice. And then underneath, just some decent molded detail, but nothing too spectacular. But just, this looks so good. And like, you've got this nice, the way the plastic is molded, it looks like the backs of like the beetle shell coming together. And they just put a lot of love into this design, it seems. I'm so into this. And then you've got like the big rubbery feeling tires that actually have like there's suspension on the on the wheels. So when he rolls, which he does quite well, you can actually see kind of pushes down a bit, which is neat. This is just a very, very gorgeous paint job on this guy. I really, really love that. So put the big old Stag Beetle off to the side and pull out the even bigger. I don't quite know what this is. It's like it doesn't... I should know what kind of beetle this is, but I don't. But this also has a gorgeous paint job on it. It's just all the nice colors and shapes. And again, here you've got these bits that kind of look like individual legs, but then when you flip them up, it doesn't quite read as much as legs. But still, just the gold and the burgundy kind of color that they have here looks so nice. It's just, I don't know, like just the paint job on this guy, the detailing, it's on a whole other level from what I'm used to. So much just gorgeous paint work. I'm just now noticing that this is a little loose. That's a shame. Don't think it's supposed to be. But yeah, it's just so much nice stuff. And then you've got the cockpit, same issue that I have with the other guy. It's a little not contrasty enough for my taste, but eh. Yeah, this is a very stocky, wonderful, large beetle mode. And again, got this great, nice definition of like the beetle shell there. And some decent detail in the back too, which probably didn't even need to be painted, but they painted it. And not much on the underside. Nice little thrusters there. I don't know, it's good looking stuff. And he's got rolling treads, which is fantastically unnecessary. And I can tell this guy's been in the, been around for a while, because if you notice, it kind of shifts back to that one spot because the rubber's been in one position for a really long time. But yeah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And it's got the cannons that can be cannons. I don't know. I don't know anything about these things. Like I said, I just think they look absolutely gorgeous. I just can't get enough of this paint scheme. Like, the line work is so impeccable, I guess is the right word. It's fantastic. And then nice little gold symbol in there. These things are gorgeous. Just aesthetically, paint-wise, design-wise, they are gorgeous. And they're also not small. Like, there's Samus for your size comparison. Wait, let's spread them out a little bit. There. Yeah. Not small. And also there's a lot of metal in them, so they're a bit hefty. Anyway, that's the Beetles. The Beetles are lovely. Now let's take a look at Gouraijin in his combined, or his whatever, combined form. Right, so here we have Gouraijin all combined up, and he's not small. It's going to be interesting because I have even bigger, not Sentai, but even bigger combining figures that I'm going to be doing after this, and he's just inside the boundaries of my backdrop here, so that's going to be interesting. But anyway, Gouraijin looks just lovely. Get the size comparison out of the way really quick. There's Samus. That's a big beetle robot. It's quite large. So yeah, he is just great. The same color, like the same paint job, the same color schemes. It's all the same as with the Beetles. So, impeccable, very nicely detailed, very fine, crisp lines. Love all of it. I love the way that it also kind of incorporates a little bit of the blue up top with the red to just kind of pull it all together. And I mean, the arms are fine because they don't have any like separate colors really. So you've got bits of gold everywhere, bits of black everywhere, this nice sort of metalish color all along the outside. Really, the only issue that I have is these bits on the side here. I kind of wish they tucked back a little bit or pushed in, because this hand, like the hands brush up against these and I worry about the paint rubbing off. I just wish those could like narrow in a little bit more. It also might be nice if these, and again, I don't know anything about the show, so I don't know how accurate it would be, but I kind of wish these could fold forward or back a little bit to just kind of, make the arms look a little bit less, I don't know. This from a guy who loves big shoulders. I feel like the shoulders should be smaller. It's weird, I know. I'm all over the place, but regardless, this is a fantastic robot. And I love how the Stag Beetle head kind of becomes this chest crest there. It's really, really cool. He's nice and bulky, very heavy when you get the two of them together. Like, this is a heavy little guy. Like, well, I say little because in comparison to some of the other combined guys I have, he's little, but he's hefty. Now, what's interesting about Gouraijin here is what really convinced me to get this figure, to track this figure down, was his face. Of all things, I know. I mean, he's cool. He's two very large metal and plastic beetles that combine to make a big, cool-looking robot. But his face is just fantastic. And I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. I'll get this out of the way. Not sure how easy it's going to show up with this lighting, but his face is so nice. Pop his head off to make it a little easier. Like, oh god, I love the sculpting in there. Just these nice little line details, the gold and the silver, the red eyes, which I'm not entirely sure if they're showing up on camera well enough or not. But, oh god, I love that face. It's so cool. I mean, the head is nice too, just in general. Oh, I think I may have... Did I pop one of his legs out? No, I think he's okay. Yeah, the head is nice in general, but like that face is just amazing. I feel like one of his legs is odd. Sorry. 1 second. Just want to make sure his legs are... Okay. Yeah, his whole head is nice. I mean, this metal armature kind of gets in the way a little bit, but, you know, they kind of had to do that for the transformation. But I really like just this, you know, this look for the helmet itself, and that face is so nice. Oh god, I love that face. He is a very, very neat fellow. Clip this back on real quick. Come on. And up. There we go. And yeah, when you see him from the side, he's also pretty bulky. And another thing that I was noticing when transforming him, not just this time, but previous times, even the undersides of his feet have molded detail. Like the parts that are folded up when in Beetle mode actually have molding there. That is a completely unnecessary detail that's actually pretty darn cool. And I mean, yeah, he's a brick. He doesn't really, like, you can, basically all you can do is move his arms, like up and down, a couple of clicks on the ratchets and like bend them forward. Although, he does actually have hands that open and close, so there's that, and the wrists actually turn. So I guess in some senses he's more articulated than a lot of Sentai toys. But oh, he's just so neat looking, just as a whole package. Like, I don't care that he doesn't really move at all. And does come with his, whatever this is called, Karakiri ball, prize ball, whatever. And not gonna bother with the, it is in there, the little pinwheel flower thing, but I don't really care much for it. Like, I'm all for things, like, I'm all for weirdness, but I feel like that weirdness kind of gets in the way of the rest of the figure's awesomeness. And I don't much care for the awesomeness being undermined by this goofy little thing. And now I can't get the ball closed again. Yay. There we go. But anyway, the ball is actually very nicely detailed too. I love the black and gold paint scheme. There's a lot of really nice molded detail in there. Even on the back. I gotta respect that. And even on the inside here, you can see there's like a fair bit of detail on the inside of his chest cavity that they molded in. I quite like it. I mean, it's not a, do it this way. It's not a, I'm not like a gimmick guy, so, you know, I could take it or leave it, but I like the fact that it doesn't really get in the way of his awesomeness. Like, his chest is kind of big because he's got a giant prize ball in there, but it's okay because he still looks freaking awesome regardless. I love this thing. He's so cool looking. And I am very glad that I was able to pick him up. And again, that face looks amazing. Yeah, he's just so cool. Love the silhouette, love the beetles themselves, individual modes, the paint jobs, the colors. He is the total package. And for something that could have been goofy and probably is supposed to be, because, I mean, come on, he's two beetles that combine to make a robot, with one beetle being the pants and the other one being the shirt. He's actually really, really awesome. Just great all around. Anyway, that has been my look at the DX Chogokin Gouraijin from Hurricaneger. Again, not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's the best I can do. Thank you everybody for watching. As per usual, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Any combination of those three will make me a happy Rob. And remember, art is more than meets the eye.